that. And she swallowed it. That is a monster. Hi there everybody, Trevor Randles Outdoors Iowa here. So today I just got off work and the agenda is to catch bait. I'm working all weekend. This is Saturday, and Monday and Tuesday I am planning a kayak overnight trip on the river for flatheads. So the best way to be prepared for them is to have your bait prior to the day of going fishing. So that's what I'm doing. So today I'm looking for green sunfish, which they're a pretty good bait to use, along with bullhead, which I have those as well. So I usually just keep a cooler with some water in the back of my truck and an aerator to run them and keep them alive. I'll use a bucket or my small bait cooler to walk down, and what I usually look for to target green sunfish is a lot of rocks on the shorelines. And the spot that I'm at today is a new spot I've never tried here before for them. So it's going to be a new venture for me, and hopefully we can find some before I get too tired after work. So I'll see you guys down on the water, and hopefully we can find a few green sunfish for our outfit. Well, I caught a couple smaller ones and I'm just getting started. But this is a keeper for sure. This is a dandy piece of bait right here. Let me get this hook out of his mouth. Now, this one is rather big for the majority of what you'll catch, but that is still a nice green sunny. So let me get some water in the bucket, and then I'll show you guys how I'm catching these fish. All right, so I got water in the bucket. I managed to get the fish. Use a nice little battery operated aerator to keep them nice and alive. And I make sure I have a lid on my bucket because they do like to jump out. So all I'm using to catch bait, what I use to catch normally sunfish, it's just a size 6 bait holder hook with a little bit of night crawler. That's all you need. You can also use little plastics, waxworm look-alike, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff works really good. So I'm finding I found that bigger sunfish deeper out past the rocks. But usually you want to find a rocky bank like this, and if there's sunfish in that area, they will be there. Oh, there is a small bluegill, which you can use these. I don't prefer to. They don't stay alive as good as the sunfish in the water. So I usually try to stick to sunfish. Oh, here we go. Here's one already has it, I believe. Thought I seen it disappear. Oh yeah, because I seen my worm disappear. They ate my worm. So I'm going to show you another little trick. Catch sunnies, see if this makes any different, because I don't like having to go back to my night crawlers all the time. Just a few plastics. They got coated in pink. They used to be white, and it doesn't seem to matter. The fish still like them. So they're just basically a fake waxworm. And I thread them through twice on the hook. Ooh, that wind's picking up now. And there we go. For whatever reason, sunfish love this. Just love it. I'm going to use the wind to my advantage here and just drag it across the tops of these rocks. You got a little bluegill falling it right now. There's a nice sunfish that just took it. So he came out of the rocks and took it. I don't know if he didn't let go of it. So we'll try for him again. He's just hiding down in a crack right here. Looks like he just grabbed it again. There we go. That one will be big enough to use. Awesome. I'm so happy to find these. It's been a little bit of a struggle this year to find some sunfish. I found a really good spot for bullheads, but sunfish have been quite tough actually. A lot of my spots, one of my best spots is getting drained this year. And ooh, there's a, oh, that's a bluegill. Dang it. That was big though. But yeah, one of my best spots is getting drained this year, so it's gone. And sometimes you can find some like city ponds that have a lot of sunnies in them, and I just haven't been able to this year. Plus I'm not running my bait tank. Ooh, you can see all the wipers jumping on the surface out there. Just crazy. There's a good sunny. Oh yeah, we're looking good for bait now. Between the bullheads I have and these nice size sunnies, that's the best sunnies I've caught all year. So just want to make sure you keep your bait nice and alive. I'm going to probably catch at least a dozen of these if I can, and that way I have plenty of bait. I don't need too much since I don't have my bait tank running, so I'm just going to keep what I can keep alive. And all I'm going to do is just keep working my way along these rocks, along this bank for a while, and see what I can do. If I can't get enough, then I'll give another spot a try. But, ooh, there's another nice one. Nope, little guy. This is the size you don't really want. They're just a hair too small. And they're jumpy. Really jumpy. Little guy. We'll let him go. What's your guys' favorite bait to use for flathead? Let me know in the comments. Mine would be probably bullheads. This one's nice enough to keep. There we go. I'm so happy to be catching sunfish. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to out here. Another trick I like to do is I like to hold on to my line in my finger. Then you can really feel any bites. So that way, if you're up underneath the rock, you'll be able to tell there's a bite without having to see your bait. When you're able to use these plastics, they stay on the hook a lot longer, as long as the fish are biting them, which, like I said, usually the sunnies will. This one, I'm going to say he's a bit small. Sometimes it's alright to keep a couple of these smaller ones, but usually when they're that small, you're not going to catch very many fish on them. You can try using it for cut bait or for channel cats. A lot of channel cats, you get channel cats that eat those pretty easily. They like the smaller baits. I think I'm up to 4 or 5 right now. I'm going to try for a few more of those bigger ones. Those are never bad to have. And I'll head back up to the truck when I'm done, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing for bait for the back of my truck. I'll see you guys up there. Well, I'm back up at the truck. I end up getting about, I'd say 15 or so. And so here in Iowa, you're not allowed to transfer water from bodies of water to other bodies of water. So when I do my bait tanks, I'll use water from the areas that I'm catching the bait, but then when I get back to the truck, I have a cooler full of well water. That way I can stay within the regulations and not get in trouble. So make sure you watch your state regulations and pay attention to what's legal and what's not legal. So here we go, we're gonna start netting some of these sunnies out of the bucket. A few of them are pretty nice. It's been a while since I've caught nice sunnies, so that's perfect size. That's gonna be awesome for flathead fishing. There we go, I just opened up the cooler, and we are gonna set them free in the cooler. Couple netfuls. I think that might be it. Yep. I'm gonna give you guys a shot of the bait tank here that I'm using. I'm just using a cheaper, older cooler. Doesn't take much. Just the main thing is fresh water and keep the aeration going so that they can stay alive. So, quite a few down in there. I got a few bullheads from earlier, and I'd say 15 or so sunnies. So, see how many stay alive through the weekend, and so that'll be some great bait for this upcoming flathead trip. So hopefully the next time you guys see me, I'll be out on the kayak, enjoying the Des Moines River is where I'm going to be, and hopefully with some flathead. I'll catch you guys later.